The Roaring Twenties weren't just about jazz, speakeasies, and flapper fashion. They were also packed with some of the quirkiest, funniest, and most clever slang in American history. But how did people actually talk back then? And why did so many of these wild phrases disappear? Today, we're diving into the forgotten slang of the 1920s. Words that'll have you talking like it's 1925 all over again. Well, applesauce. That's nonsense. If someone told you a lie, you might just call it applesauce. It was the 1920s way of saying, that's baloney, pure silliness. 2. Bee's knees. The ultimate compliment. Something amazing? You'd call it the bee's knees. It didn't make much sense, but it meant top-notch, the best of the best. 3. Giggle water. Alcohol. Heading to a speakeasy? You'd ask for some giggle water, 1920s slang for alcohol, especially during prohibition. 4. Hotsy-totsy. Everything's perfect. If things were going smoothly, you'd say it was hotsy-totsy. It meant everything's just right, and probably a little fancy too. 5. Jake. All good. Everything's Jake was the 1920s way of saying everything's fine or it's all good. 6. Spiffy. Looking sharp. If someone was dressed to impress, you'd say they looked spiffy. It meant stylish, well-groomed, and dapper. 7. Doll. A lovely lady. Calling someone a doll was a charming way to compliment a woman. It was sweet, flirty, and very 1920s. 8. Bimbo. But not like today. In the 1920s, a bimbo actually referred to a tough guy or brute, not a ditzy woman, as it's known today. Wild how meanings change. 9. Bearcat. Fiery woman. Bearcat was a spunky, aggressive woman, often someone who wasn't afraid to speak her mind or stir things up. 10. Cat's pajamas. Another weird compliment. Like bee's knees, the cat's pajamas meant something was fantastic. The 1920s were full of these bizarre animal compliments. 11. Joint. A hangout spot. Before it meant jail, a joint in the 1920s referred to a club, bar, or any shady place to party. 12. Flat tire. A boring person. If someone was dull or uninteresting, they were a flat tire. No air, no fun. 13. Know your onions. Be smart. If someone said you know your onions, that was a compliment. It meant you were knowledgeable or skilled. 14. Ritzy. High-class living. Named after the Ritz Hotel, something ritzy was luxurious, fancy, and over the top. 15. Swanky. Stylish and cool. Another word for glamorous or trendy. A swanky party had style, music, and all the cool people. 16. Scram. Get out of here. Used when you wanted someone to leave fast. It was short, punchy, and straight to the point. 17. Baloney. Still around today. The term baloney for nonsense originated in the 1920s, and somehow it's still hanging around a century later. 18. Sheba and chic, it couple of the 20s. A Sheba was a glamorous woman, and a chic was a handsome, smooth-talking man. Think 1920s power couple vibes. 19. Heebie-jeebies. Feeling spooked. That jittery, creepy feeling? The heebie-jeebies became slang for sudden nervousness or fear. Still catchy today. 20. Final fun fact. Slang was a cultural rebellion. Much of 1920s slang came from jazz musicians, flappers, and underground culture. Using it was a way of rejecting old Victorian manners and embracing the new modern era. The 1920s weren't just roaring, they were talking in ways we've almost forgotten. So next time you hear someone say cat's pajamas, smile, you just got a glimpse into a century-old secret code. Which phrase was your favorite? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more time-traveling fun through history and language.